What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. My name is Dallin Anderson. Today we are going to be talking about the top 10 altcoins for 2024. These are all projects that I believe will do extremely high percentage gains, and 2024 will be the year that they really start to take off. These are all very, very good projects, both fundamentally as well as from a technical charting perspective, and ones that I believe will outperform a lot of the market. You guys, these coins are not in any specific order. The first one that I talk about is no better than the last one that I talk about, but they are all very, very good setups. So I hope you enjoyed today's video about the top 10 best altcoins for 2024. Let's get straight into it. All right, you guys, so starting off here with Injective, you can see that the price of Injective has risen significantly from these peak lows. The peak low was about $1, and now we're worth $37, so this has gone up significantly. And by the way, this is exactly what happens when a project goes into a new market cycle. This is also called price discovery, as prices have never broken above the $24 level before, and so we're discovering new prices right now with Injective. And when a coin goes into price discovery, it really is no telling how high it's gonna go. But you definitely don't want to be fighting the trend. You don't want to be short selling or trying to fight this trend. When something goes into price discovery, imagine a dam breaking where all the water starts to flood. Money is just exactly like water, and human emotion is like that dam breaking. So when it goes into price discovery, it's like all of that money gets released and all of that human emotion gets converted into price action. And that's what drives prices up so high. Now, humans are irrational, so we overvalue and we undervalue things. So when something goes into price discovery, trying to fight that trend is very, very ineffective. It's like trying to swim upstream because the water is going one way and you're trying to go against it. That is why you play the trend. That's why the trend is your friend, because you want to be trading and investing with the trend, because that's where you're going to make all your money. Is as people get excited, they keep pushing prices higher and higher, they get irrational, and if you can get in early, you're going to be able to buy something very undervalued and sell it later at a significant increase in value with virtually no work. It just takes the knowledge and the faith to be able to buy something and the persistence and the willpower to hold on to it. But if you buy at the right time, it just keeps climbing, and it's actually pretty easy to hold on. Injective looks really, really good, you guys. I love this breakout. It reminds me a lot of different market cycles I've seen in the past. This cycle breakout is something that has occurred time and time again in the crypto markets over and over again, you guys. It's just exactly like every single altcoin breakout we've ever seen. Very nice ABC correction. This is what happens before a coin does 25 times, 30 times in value. You capitalize off of the natural, irrational human behavior that's caused by human emotion. That's why there's been recessions and depressions and pullbacks in markets since the beginning of publicly traded markets. But there's also extremely big bull markets since the beginning of publicly traded markets. So yeah, Injective is looking very good. I love INJ, very strong setup. Let's talk about Salana here. Salana here is also looking very, very good. We're starting to see those signs of a bottom formation. Also, you can see that there's a bullish engulfing candlestick here, and that is really what led to this huge breakout, was this one little bullish engulfing candlestick here. We'll zoom into it so you can really see. And we'll look on Google here. You can just type in bullish engulfing on Google, and you will see here an example of a bullish engulfing candlestick. That's where you have this red candle and then a green candlestick comes in, and the body of the candle engulfs the previous candle. So in other words, this green part, that body of the candle, because you have that little wick on top and the little wick on bottom, that green part engulfed the size of the red candle. It's bigger then. That's what engulfing means. And if we look over here, you can see how this little red candlestick right here got engulfed by this green candlestick. So that's bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. Very, very bullish candlestick pattern, and generally pops up at the bottom of markets. And it's common among all of the markets right now. In fact, Bitcoin, for example, if we go look at the Bitcoin chart, we come over here and we take to a different time frame, like the 1 month time frame. You can see that Bitcoin on the 1 month time frame saw a bullish engulfing candlestick as well. We have this red candle here. The bulls came in and engulfed the bears. The body of the candle is bigger, significantly bigger. And you can see that's when the momentum shifted to the bulls. So just being able to see that one candlestick pattern is extremely valuable, you guys. And this is the same candlestick pattern that actually popped up at the bottom of every single market cycle we've experienced up until this point on different time frames. You're not going to see it on every time frame, but if you look on different time frames, you will find that bullish engulfing candlestick. You can see it happened here as well on Bitcoin back in 2015. Nice bullish engulfing candlestick. And also, if we go back over to the 2021 bull market, you can see another bullish engulfing candlestick. So that bullish engulfing candlestick and this huge bullish engulfing candlestick right here is a very, very good sign for the cryptocurrency markets, including Bitcoin. Of course, Bitcoin has a tendency to lead the market as it is the largest in market cap. So you can look at it kind of like the S&P 500 of the cryptocurrency markets. It's like the mothership of the cryptocurrency markets. So you guys can see that Salana did that bullish engulfing candlestick on the 10-day. It also did a bullish engulfing candlestick on the 1 month as well. You can see very clearly bullish engulfing candle. In fact, that one's even clearer and easier to see, which goes to show what we're talking about in these videos a lot, where the bigger the time frame, the more effective those trading patterns are going to be. It's going to be more meaningful and represent a lot more trading volume inside of that pattern. So a bigger time frame has a tendency to have a higher statistical probability. Like if you see a bullish engulfing candle, you can trust it a lot more than if you see it on the 1 minute time frame, for example. But they still work on all time frames. It's just that larger time frames are better. So yeah, I expect Salana to break out here, just like how Injective did, into price discovery mode and really start taking off through 2024. I think it's going to be a big year for Salana in 2024. Now, XRP is one we've been talking about on this channel for a very long time. Even we talked about XRP back in 2016 when it was worth a fraction of a penny before it went all the way up to $3.30, which anybody that would have bought back here when we were first talking about XRP were multimillionaires by the end of 2017. So that was a very, very fun increase in value here on XRP. And ever since that peak in 2018, prices have not gone back above that level. That can cause some people to believe that the bull market isn't coming back for XRP. But the reality of the matter is that volume precedes price. And if we look at the volume down here, volume is actually higher than it was in 2018 and 2017. It was still pretty significant back there, but it's significantly higher now. So that is a very strong sign that XRP will also break bullish in 2024 and take off here, because when you get this much volume over time, some of these volume candles, like this one's a 2.5 billion XRP volume candle. That's amazing, you guys. That's a lot of XRP being traded in this area right here. And just that alone goes to show how much institutional money is investing in these coins, in these projects. Well, nobody's looking because, they're trying to have everybody look everywhere else. But what's right in front of your face right now is opportunity beyond your wildest dreams. XRP definitely falls in the category of coins that meet that list of opportunity that is significant. So I love this XRP setup here. I believe that we will see it break out throughout 2024. In fact, if Bitcoin and the rest of the market does, unless something catastrophic happens, XRP will be following right along with them. So I love this setup on XRP, and I'm watching for a double bottom breakout. So we've bottomed out here at 12 cents. We went up to $2, came back down to about 32 cents. If we can get back up to $2 and above, I think XRP is going to be bullish way beyond our wildest dreams. So watch for that, you guys. Loving this setup on XRP. Definitely one we've talked about for a long time, and one that we really believe is going to do well through the next bull market. So super excited about this coin. Let's go ahead and check out Cosmos. Cosmos is another one of those setups, you guys, that is just simply to die for. We have a ton of volume here on Cosmos. You can see 5 waves up, as well as a perfect ABC correction. This is almost identical to a lot of the internet bubble stocks that popped in 2000 and then bottomed out in 2003. So imagine that right now is like 2003, but instead of us buying internet stocks, we're buying cryptocurrencies. Because what few people tell you about the internet bubble pop is that in 2003, the greatest opportunity in human history to invest in the internet was there. The best opportunity, where all the institutions were there, the infrastructure was there for you to be able to invest large sums of money into the industry. 2003 was the institutional accumulation phase on the internet bubble. And that's exactly what we're seeing here with the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency markets as a whole. Can you imagine buying internet stocks here in 2003 or even 2008? XRP is closer to right here. Some of these coins are in different places, but most of these coins are in this area right here, where they're very, very undervalued. After a bubble pop scenario, things get undervalued. And what the media focuses on is the bubble pop. But what they don't talk about is the opportunity that comes after, which creates millionaires. And people like Warren Buffett will turn a $10 billion, $30 billion portfolio into a $50 or $60 billion portfolio as a result of these opportunities. And people that really know how to invest can really capitalize off of these big dips if they know how to see the opportunity. But few people are told about when a bubble pop happens, it's actually time to buy. because everybody's focused on the fact that it crashed from a negative perspective instead of a positive one. So yeah, I really like this setup on Cosmos. Down here reminds me a lot of 2003 on the internet bubble, and I believe that the opportunity here for Cosmos is very big and that 2024 will be a good year for Cosmos. Okay, so now let's check AVAX out here. You guys can see the setup is very similar to Cosmos. 2024 looks very good for AVAX. I believe that the majority of 2024, it will be increasing in value. And over the long term here, as we start to get closer to resistance levels, as long as we can get up above these resistance levels up here, we'll go into price discovery just exactly like how we did with Injective, and that will really show you just how bullish these markets are in the big picture. But in the meantime, I do believe AVAX will continue to rise significantly in 2024 and could be a very, very good setup as it breaks its all-time high. Now, I'm not saying it's going to break its all-time high in 2024. I'm not saying any of these coins will. It's possible that they do. But as these coins break above their all-time high and go into price discovery, the potential for profit is extremely significant. So AVAX is definitely one that is on my personal radar and one that I believe will do very well in 2024. Okay, another coin that I'm loving in 2024 is ICP. This one is set up so perfectly. We've had this nice decline in value, and while it was declining, you can see that volume was high, but it was slightly decreasing while price was decreasing, which is actually bullish. When you have decreasing price and decreasing volume, then you get a volume breakout like this. That's a very, very good sign here for ICP. This is also a bullish engulfing candlestick on the right time frame. You can see that a lot of bulls came in on this candlestick as well as a lot of trading volume for ICP. This is 75 million ICP were traded in that candle, which is bigger than any other candle previously. So this setup is looking very nice here. I believe that 2024 will be very good for ICP. I would not be at all surprised to see a parabolic breakup like this, but a bigger picture rounded structure could be forming here, the beginning signs of that, which means we're very, very early here with ICP, and the potential for profit and upside is very significant, and it's one that I could not leave out of the list today. So loving the setup on ICP, and definitely believe 2024 will be extremely profitable for ICP. Now, Ethereum is another example of a really good looking coin right now. It's larger in market cap, so the total percentage gain that you can make on Ethereum is probably lower than some of the other coins that we've talked about, but nevertheless, Ethereum is still a perfect setup and one that cannot be left out of this list because this is just so textbook, so perfect that it's almost painful not to talk about it. So you can see here this nice ascending triangle pattern, which we broke bullish out of. We're coming back down and retesting the support zone on top of the ascending triangle. This ascending triangle does have a target. The minimum target for this ascending triangle is about 3,500 per Ethereum token. You can see that it's also broke out above resistance. So that confirms that that area is the target for Ethereum. It doesn't mean the pattern has to play out. It can always fail, but right now the pattern is playing out and its target is 3,500 per Ethereum. Also, you guys, as this one gets up closer to any of these major resistance levels and successfully breaks above them, that really confirms that the big picture bull market is in place as a lot of coins and a lot of infrastructure in the cryptocurrency network is built around the Ethereum network. I should say the cryptocurrency industry is built around the Ethereum network. So this is very significant. As Ethereum increases in value, breaks out, that's a sign that the rest of the market is setting up to take off. That's also true for Bitcoin, which is already starting to break up through resistance levels. So yeah, it's a sign that Bitcoin is leading the market. I would not be surprised to see Ethereum follow shortly behind. Loving this setup on Ethereum, and I do believe as we break above these resistance levels, it's going to go into price discovery, just exactly like how Injective is right now. It'll look a little bit different, but once it gets above those resistance levels, really the sky is the limit for Ethereum after that. So loving the setup on Ethereum, and it's only worth $2,100 right now. Definitely one that I believe has a long-term value and one that's going to stay. So Sushi Swap, and also one that's going to do good in 2024. Sushi Swap is another coin I believe will do very good in 2024. Loving this ABC correction. It's also testing this perfect major support area down here. So whenever you have a 99% retrace like this and it tests major support, that can be a very good sign, especially since if you come down to the 1 month candlesticks, actually it's the 2 month, I think. Yeah, if you go down to the 2 month candlesticks, again, we have a bullish engulfing candlestick, which we talked about earlier in this video. This bullish engulfing candlestick is a very good sign. It's also good to see this huge increase in volume, because increasing price and increasing volume is bullish. And there was even a wedge here. You can see this wedge. We had a falling wedge pattern here on Sushi Swap, and we broke out of this wedge, and that caused a significant increase in volume. And that increase in volume is a sign that the price of sushi could climb significantly from here. We're talking this could be the peak low on sushi. And the percentage gain for this coin is absolutely insane. So it being worth $1.12 right now is really a steal compared to what it could be worth by the end of even 2024. So I'm loving the setup on Sushi Swap. Insanely good setup. Definitely one that I see a lot potential future price action in, and one that I am investing in and watching. I haven't bought any yet in this cycle, but I will. I plan on it. Currently, I'm planning on buying this coin, and it's definitely a beautiful setup here. So loving this setup on Sushi Swap, and one I believe will do very well in 2024. So MEUS, this coin, my goodness. Just when you think you've seen the best setups in your entire life, that you've seen it all, you find MEUS. MEUS is such a good setup. It's almost mind-blowing. There's just continuous volume over time. We also can see increasing price here as we're beginning to bottom out near these lows. I imagine that there is a significant amount of bullish divergence right here, but I actually haven't checked, so let's check that real quick. Oh yeah, there is significant bullish divergence down here on MEUS, which is a very good sign. If you don't know what bullish divergence is when price is going down, but your indicator is making higher lows. So price is making lower lows, but your indicator is making higher lows. That's a very bullish sign for MEUS. It's worth $26 down here. There's a lot of coins being built on this platform, infrastructure that is needed in this space because of MEUS. So there's projects that are being built on the MEUS platform, and without it, we couldn't do a lot of the things that these coins are doing. So loving MEUS here. You could say that you need some MEUS if you want. And I really love this setup. There's also a little bullish engulfing right here even. Just a little bullish engulfing candle. So keep your eyes on MEUS. A lot of potential for 2024 on MEUS. Loving this setup. Dogecoin, you guys, is last but not least of the 10 coins. We have one quick bonus coin after this. Dogecoin is in a wedge. You can see that Dogecoin, well, it's not in a wedge. It broke out of a wedge, but it did a wedge, a very perfect wedge, and has been sideways accumulating for quite some time. Binance has kind of this hidden volume. You can see, but declining price and declining volume is bullish. It's a sign of whale accumulation. However, when price starts to break upwards, you want to see an increase in volume to confirm, because increasing volume and increasing price is also bullish. So those are the rules of volume. But if we look at Dogecoin over here on Poloniex, we can see that there was definitely capitulation volume down here and increasing volume and increasing price. So what we want to see is it break out of this range down here. If it can break out of this range, you guys, the sky is the limit for Dogecoin. I know that a lot of people are skeptical of pretty much the entire industry, and especially skeptical of meme coins. But this coin actually does have a strong fundamental basis. There's rumors that it could be the currency of Twitter. If that happens, you guys, the sky is the limit for Dogecoin. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I can say. And I really love the setup on Dogecoin. Beautiful setup. And I really firmly believe that this project is set up for big things. That this ABC correction and the breakout of that wedge, which we'll just draw again real quick, is going to lead to a massive increase in value. It's going to follow the industry as a whole. In fact, if it starts breaking out, it might even lead a little bit. I'm not saying it's going to be the best of all of them. It might be, but I love the setup on Dogecoin, you guys. I love this ABC. I love this accumulation pattern. Reminds me a lot of Bitcoin in 2015 before it broke out to $500 and started making a big picture reversal. That's what I'm watching for Dogecoin. I believe 2024 is going to be very good for Dogecoin. I love this setup and definitely one that I am excited about for 2024. Stargate Finance, you guys, this is not the full chart, but I decided to go with this one because it was easy to see the bullish engulfing candlestick. That's kind of the big lesson for today's video, kind of packaged in with all of these coins, is the bullish engulfing candlestick pattern, because we're seeing it a lot and it is a sign of a major bullish reversal. So Stargate, you can see that bullish engulfing candlestick. Also, we have a resistance level here, we have a support level here, and a support level here. So this could be the beginning of a 3-point bottom formation. In other words, you have your peak low here, your peak high right here. It comes back down and tries to break below that peak low and cannot. And then prices start to turn around. And once it breaks that resistance, it's called a 3-point bottom. And breaking through that resistance level here would show signs of a significant increase in value over time and the beginning of a big move for Stargate Finance. So these are top 10 coins. I really believe in these projects for 2024 wholeheartedly. And I knew that these coins would be ones where if I shared with you guys, you're going to get a lot of value out of this video. So yeah, I hope it was helpful for you. And like I said, super excited about these coins. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please check out the website, link in the description box below, highaltitudecrypto.com. And also, there's the free Discord community in the description box below as well. So make sure that you join in on that. And I look forward to seeing you guys in these future videos. As always, stay profitable out there.